What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sammy's Place. I am Sam May. Today we're going to get into the debut album from Shawn Desman, released October 30th, 2002, celebrating his 20th anniversary. Shawn Desman also is just making a comeback of some sort, I would say. He hasn't really left music entirely, but he put out a single for the first time. It's been a while. I think the last single was maybe 2015, 2017. Not too sure. I guess the buzz kind of died down on Shawn Desman. Sometimes you got to take a step back and let people miss you. I think the same thing happened for Shania Twain. Things kind of work to their advantage whenever they take a break. We start to miss you and we want you back. He just put out a new single called Maniac. The video's out. It's dope as fuck. You know, Shawn never disappoints with his music. Going way back to his debut album, he first stepped on the scene with his lead single, Get Ready. This song was all over the fucking place. The video itself was one of those, I would say Shawn Desman was the Michael Jackson of Canada. His videos were always top notch. He was definitely influenced and inspired by Michael Jackson, but yet he still had his own stage presence that made him Shawn Desman. But when I mean by influenced by Michael, you could tell with the choreography, the I don't know, there's this thing that Michael does where it's just demanding the video and stage, whatever the fuck he's doing. There's just this play out through it that involves choreography, and I fucking love it. And so in the video, he's outside doing his thing, and there's the dance break. The song played all the fucking time, and then he came with a second single, Shook, which just took him to a whole fucking nother level. And then there was obviously Shook Part 2, which was from Keisha Shante. I think they were on the same label, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, and then his third single, Spread My Wings, did really well. All his singles, his music, did very well in Canada. He was like the it guy for the longest time. Even going on to his, every album he put out, he kind of elevated to some, his stardom just kind of went bigger and bigger. But this album here went gold, which is a big deal like that in Canada. For you to go gold here, you sold a lot of fucking records and you got a lot of people's attention. That's really fucking good. And it's crazy to see how he kind of just, backed away from the music industry, and people almost, I hate to say it like this, but people almost forgot him. But I believe this is like a blessing for him, because when you want to take a step away and you just want to live your fucking normal life, he was capable of doing that. And then now that he's making his rounds back and stuff, he had that interview somewhere, I forgot what the fuck it was, but Drake had this thing recently in Canada where it was a bunch of Canadian artists that actually made some sort of imprint in the industry here in the music scene. So you had like Melanie Durant, Cardinal Official, obviously, like all those people, you know what I mean, and more, Nelly Furtado, and Shawn Desman, and Julie Black, and the list goes on and on. All these Canadian great artists. This was like our hip hop and R&B. It was such a vibe. Choclair, Swollen Members. I don't know if Swollen Members was there, but yet they were a huge part of Canadian hip hop. Anyway, so he did this thing where he showcased all these people again, just showing like Canada's hip hop scene some love, and I am so thankful that he did that. I'm not huge on Drake, however, the way he represents Toronto, and he really put Canada in the music scene worldwide. What he did for that in the hip hop scene was it was such a moment. And then to have Shawn Desman back, it was almost like oh yeah, him. And I remember how good he was and is. He stays being just as great as before. Shawn Desman is one of those like lights where there's just something about them that's really special. Ever since the start up until now, every album, like I said, he just came back with something bigger and bigger. And you always look forward to his videos. He's one of those artists where he really came through with the videos, and the visuals were fucking dope as shit. The dance numbers, this was actually somebody that I studied the choreography. It was that good. And I don't really get influenced by a lot of male entertainers, just because I find they lack something, like in comparison to what female entertainers bring, like J-Lo, Janet, Britney. They really bring this fucking like fierceness, bro, to the stage and to the performance that guys are more calm on, except for Michael. Michael was always, he had that fucking like demand when it came to the stage, and like he was about to fuck shit up every single fucking time. He was done. even in the videos and shit, you know, you're just like, oh wow, that was such an experience and I fucking loved it. Like, you can't take your eyes off of it. And I feel like Shawn Desman he was very much like that when it came to his videos. And I don't remember him performing. Why don't I remember him performing? We have Much Music Awards and stuff. I think I saw him once. I'm not too sure. He brought that. I wonder why he didn't perform as much. He should have been at every fucking award show, if you ask me. But I don't recall seeing him at these things. And I wonder why. Maybe he explains in some interviews. I gotta go watch some interviews of him as of lately, because you know, I'm sure he's had his experience with the industry. Anyways, if you don't know of Shawn Desman, yeah, he's a Canadian artist. He's really fucking talented, and he produces a lot of his own shit. This guy just has the it factor, and I would highly recommend listening to his music starting from his first album. Obviously, the music production itself sounds dated because music was in a whole different place, but he had a sound and created a sound that other Canadian artists followed. And yeah, he was the birth of something really special in Canadian music. And going outside of Canadian music, I definitely believe that he was appreciated by those who know of him. So if you don't know him, definitely get into his music and support the new single, Maniac. And yeah, follow him on TikTok too. He does some interesting shit. Until next time.